Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day and a wonderful night. Tonight, coming to talk to you about the book I read for class for independent novel, which was The Lone Ranger and Tonto's Fistfight in Heaven by Sherman Alexie, published in 1993. It was considered to be Sherman Alexie's breakthrough book, so the first book he made that got really popular. It has 22 interconnected short stories, but at the same time he has novel-like features connecting all the stories, so they're very interconnected. He has two main characters that run throughout all the stories, which is Victor Joseph and Thomas Builds the Fire. They're both young Native American men living on the Spokane Indian Reservation in Washington State. The book goes through desires, relationships, and histories that these two have with their family members of their past, and other people living on the reservation. Throughout the book, Alexie uses imagery, flashback, dream sequences, diary entries, and poetic language. So he has a lot of different writing techniques that he uses within this book. You might be curious where he got the title for this book, Lone Ranger and Tonto's Fistfight in Heaven. Like, where does that come from? Well, it's actually one of the titles for one of the short stories within the book. And within that short story, it talks about one of the Native American men leaving the reservation to go live with his girlfriend in Seattle, who happens to be white. And then he comes back to the Indian reservation. So the title, The Lone Ranger and Tonto, comes from a show from the 1950s with Lone Ranger, who was a white man who teamed up with Tonto, a Native American, to fight evil in the Old West. So that's where you have this white and Native American connection. So that's where this comes from, for the identity of white versus Native American. Because the book talks about struggles that Native Americans have living in America still today, and problems they have to go through every day, which is something good for us to read about and to think about. The book also had a movie made off of it. The movie is called Smoke Signals. I have never actually watched the movie, but it got an 86 on Rotten Tomatoes, so I guess it can't be horrible. I just can't suggest it because I haven't seen it. So hopefully you can either watch the movie, or I would suggest reading the book, because I thought it was a very good read. So that's just a little prelude to my book, The Lone Ranger and Tonto's Fistfight in Heaven. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.